Hello and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to upload the 3D paper pumpkin files into Cricut Design Space, prepare them to cut, and select the proper cut settings. There's a separate video available in the description below for assembling the paper pumpkins. If you are a Silhouette user, I've also provided a separate video for you in the description. This project involves using intricate cuts and uses detailed designs. For best results, I recommend using 65-pound cardstock and 100 GSM vellum. For assembling the pumpkins, we are using a glue stick and precision craft glue. I've provided a supply list in the description below this video for you. Now let's get started. Here we are in Cricut Design Space. We're going to start on a blank canvas and we're going to select the Upload button. And then we're going to choose Upload Image. Then we're going to choose Browse, and this is going to take us over to our computer. Now, you're going to find the file that you save to your computer or your device. More often than not, they will be in your Downloads folder unless you've chosen to save them somewhere else. For me, I'm going to choose the plaid pumpkin file today for us to work on. So I'm going to double click on that, or you can click on it and choose Open. Once the file is here with a green box around it, you're going to select Upload, and then you're going to choose the file on the left hand side under Recent Uploads is the file that you're going to select. You're going to click on it until a green box forms around the file. Then choose Add to Canvas. This is what it's going to look like when your file comes up on your canvas. You're going to go ahead and minimize this so that you can see the whole file. Once you have minimized the file so that you can see all of the pieces in it, this is the perfect time to resize them. I have created a small, medium, and large size pumpkin from each of these, and I'm going to show you really quickly the best way to do that. What you can do is come over here to the Shapes panel, and you can create a rectangle, and then we can come up here and we can make that rectangle 11.5, and so that's going to make a 11.5 by 11.5 rectangle. This is the size that Cricut allows you to cut on a 12 by 12 mat. The small pumpkin is exactly the way the file comes in. If you want to create a medium-sized pumpkin, you can take this 11.5 by 11.5 inch square and you can send it to the back, and then you can select the grouped items and drag them so that they fit into that square. The medium-sized pumpkin is going to be the 6 panels right on that square, so that would be the medium-sized pumpkin. And if you want to do the large pumpkin, you can drag all of the files together until the length of the panels fits within the square, and that would be the large size pumpkin. And now you can see that you're only going to be able to fit 4 panels on one 12 by 12 sheet of paper because they're so large. So this is the large size pumpkin. So that should help you deal with the sizing. So now to prepare the files to cut, you want to look over here in the Layers panel. When the file comes in, it is grouped together. You're going to go ahead and at the top of the Layers panel, select Ungroup. And then you're going to see that I have placed all of the score lines at the top of the Layers panel. These lines, you're not going to really be able to see them too much as you would see like the other items. As you can see here, the panel is orange. But if you were to click on this, these are the score lines. And so what I would do is I would go ahead and select all of these right up front together. They are at the very top of the Layers panel. So it looks like there's 15 score lines. So once all of your score lines have been selected at the top of the Layers panel, we're going to go ahead over to Operation. We're going to select the drop-down menu, and then we are going to choose Score. And that's going to change all of our cut lines into score lines. Now at this point, we can go ahead and make our canvas just a little bit bigger so I can show you what we've done. Now what we need to do is we need to go ahead and attach the lines to the panels. So we want to rubber band select the panels together with the score lines and choose Attach. And we want to do this for everything that has a score line on it. Then we'll move over to these rectangles and attach those. We want to attach the score line to the stem, and lastly we want to attach the score lines to the leaf. And that's it. Now we're pretty much ready to go ahead and send this file over to Make It. And you can see that it has laid out everything on 12 by 12 cardstock. You can cut these any color you want, but all of the orange parts you want to cut in the same color cardstock because that's the body of the pumpkin. The kind of cream colored, those are the vellum panels. And then the brown is the stem and the green is the leaf and the vine curlicues. So that's how they are set up by color on here, but you can put whatever cardstock you want on there. Just know that they're grouped that way. So once you're at this stage of the game, you can see that it's going to score and you're going to have a basic cut. The material is set to 12 by 12, and then we can go down here to the bottom and click continue, and it's going to connect to our machine. Once that happens, you're going to set your base material. So these pumpkin panels most of them are very detailed, and so for these first 3 panels, I'm highlighting them here so you can see them. We're going to go ahead and choose cardstock for intricate cuts as our material, and I always set the pressure to more. If you can't find this setting, you can choose Browse All Materials, click in the search box and type in cardstock, and it's going to bring it up. Here it is on mine. It's on the very top, cardstock for intricate cuts, and I have set it as a favorite. So then you can just select that and choose done, and there you'll see it, cardstock for intricate cuts. And for the pressure, I always choose more. It just gives it a little extra pressure. And then you're going to go ahead and load 12 by 12 cardstock on your cutting mat and load that into the machine, and then put your scoring wheel in the machine and press go. It will score all your lines. Then you're going to switch it out to your fine point blade and hit go again, and you're going to repeat this process through those first 3 pieces of cardstock. When you get to the vellum panel, which is number 4 on mine, go up here to base material set, and you're going to change the cardstock to vellum, and then you're just going to have your fine point blade in there. My vellum comes in 8.5 by 11 sheets, so you're probably going to have to set these, do less panels on one sheet. So there's 6 on here, but maybe you're going to only fit 5. You'll have to see what fits on your 8.5 by 11, or if you have 12 by 12 vellum, that works too. And so you're going to load your vellum on your mat, and then you're going to load your fine point blade. You're going to make sure your material is set to vellum, and you're going to press go, and you're going to do that until you have all 12 vellum panels. And then step 6 is the stem. So you're going to load your cardstock back on there. You can choose a medium or a 65-pound cardstock, and then just select more for pressure. And again, you're going to load your scoring wheel, load your paper on your cardstock, load it in your machine, score it, and then you're going to load your fine point blade and click go for that. And you'll repeat those steps for your leaf and your swirls here on the bottom. And then all your parts are cut out, and you can go ahead and head over to the assembly video, and we'll go from there. And that's it, guys. We are all done. We have cut out the complete pumpkin parts and gone through every step of this tutorial. I hope you enjoy making these pumpkins. Bye for now.